Welcome back to Gilded Gaming and Final Fantasy XIV Stormblood. We're level 66, continuing our main story. We're at level 64 of the main story, and we are just trucking. What are they cooking here? Look at these. They're not. They're just like selling like tomatoes or something. Interesting. I mean, you guys grow rice. Where do these come from? Are these always here? All right. So we are helping to liberate, you know, Doma and Alamigo and all that from the Empire. It's all going to work out, I'm sure. You have to excuse me. I turned the camera off tonight. I just didn't feel like being on camera. You know, you guys have seen me. You know what I look like. You can hear me. That's what matters, right? Let's continue with this story. So we need... Where are we going right now? We have to head back down here. Yeah, we gotta head all the way back down here. And I think we have a good number of the Aether Currents done here too, right? Yeah, we have 3 more to go. And I think one of them is near where we're headed right now. Let's be on the lookout. How you guys doing? Did you have a good a week so far? Wednesday today, so it's hump day, right? No one ever says that. I think that commercial killed that. You guys remember that commercial with the camel or whatever? Oof. Anyways, I hope you guys are having a good time. I know I am. I was just working on getting all those XCOM videos up today. It's splitting the XCOM playthrough up by like mission. Like, I figured that's nice little bite-sized chunks, you know, so people can watch it and enjoy it and not have to devote too much time at a time. You know, like tiny little miniature stories. You can watch my slow descent into madness as I slowly lose all of my good party members as they kill each other. My team turned on each other yesterday. It was brutal. I feel like they've changed my music settings, have they? Maybe not. Maybe I just have my audio turned up louder today. For me, right? Could be. Alright, so here's where we're coming here. Let's check our distance. It is to the west. So it's like out over here. But for now... Boom, Yugiri. What you got, girl? Okay. I went from like dancer to black leather.
Forgive me for making you search.
And no pants.
It calms me, the sound. It helps me to remember the sway of the ocean when I close my eyes.
The beginning of Stormblood is so, like, down, man. And you gotta think, like, this isn't new.
Despite the many great and noble things I said,
I'll let her talk.
in truth, I am not of Doma. I was born beneath the waves of the Ruby Sea.
And we found out. We met your parents.
To think that you were there, that you even spoke with my mother and father. They are in good health then. The knowledge is of great comfort to me. That I might have the strength to protect my home from the Empire, I left to learn the secrets of the shinobi. Day and night we trained, ever striving to exceed our mental and physical limits. After a time, my skills were recognized, and I was dispatched to assist the Doman Liberation Front. It was then that I met Lord Kyan and his son, and their loyal samurai, Gosetsu. Good men all, brave and true, so clear their eyes, so pure their purpose. Any shinobi would have been proud to serve them and Doma. But in the end, I will always be of the sea. Every day, I pray for my home and for the people I left behind, that they might be spared the wages of war and live in peace, untouched by this madness. I confessed this to Lord Hien once. Do you know what he said to me? He said, "Good. We are better for the conviction of our allies and draw inspiration from their example. What is weak alone may together grow stronger." Never did I lose faith in them. Even when all was lost and I led our people to Eorzea, I clung to the belief that our dream would one day be realized. But when I gazed into those eyes bereft of hope, when those broken men balked at liberty, the dream was shattered.
Oh man. It will not always be so. Like, the beginning of this story is so sad, and you have to stop and think, this has been this way the whole time. We've just been kind of not dealing with these areas of the world, you know?
So I pray, and thus do I labor to see a new day dawn, regardless of my misgivings. When all is said and done, we can but carry on, together.
Like, the Doman liberation failed during a Rome Reborn. Like, when we met Yugiri the first time when they were fleeing. Alamigo and Garabanya fell before the game even started. These places have been oppressed the entire game. We're just now getting around to dealing with it. Yugiri's new outfit looks awesome. Oh, what the hell?
An Imperial airship.
Yeah?
It is bound for Doma Castle. Quickly, we must rejoin the others.
What does that mean? Is someone higher up coming to visit or something? Oh, we gotta go all the way back up there. Oh, the House of the Fierce? I'm not attuned to it. It wasn't working last time I was there. I guess, is it going to be working now? Or is it just on the map for later when in the story it gets attuned, I guess? Let's go grab this Aether Current. Like, she talked about how Alphino could probably help her fix it, right? But, like, it's not fixed yet, but it's already on the map. So we know that's going to get fixed, right? 200 yalms this way. Maybe on the bridge. Oh, there it is. What is that creature? A new bird? not far off. We might be able to grab all the rest of these freestanding ones right now. We're really close. It's like right up there. We've just got to get around here. We can get up there. Yep. It's music though. Not far off. Yeah, we can grab all of these. These heads are just a weird looking enemy. Up there. I think this might be the last one. I mean, there's a quest one left, so not like the last one, but the last one we can get. Yeah. There's one quest one left, which usually you get one from the main story as you finish the zone. I think that might be it for us here. Which is interesting because there's a lot more level up there. Oh, that's Doma Castle, though. Okay. So let's head back to Namai, and we'll have to head to the hideout on foot. But we don't have an Aetheryte yet. As much as it shows it on the map. Hey, Minus, how's it going? How are you tonight? We are set to have a nice, long, fun night tonight, I think. Patch day was great yesterday. Oh yeah. After watching Twitter, I half expected to be assaulted by hordes of chickens when I showed up. But then I'm not in like in-game territory, so who knows. Hope your day's been going well. And I hope we have a lot of fun in store for us tonight, because I'm ready for it, man. I am ready for it. Like, what's he doing? He's just standing still. He's gonna drown. He doesn't have to breathe. Doesn't have to breathe. Is he dead? Maybe. Might be. Alright. Got a big group to do the new Nier raid. Blind. Lots of fun and death. Oh man. Cut up on your famous Stormblood zone. I just got the last Aether current here outside of the there's one final quest one, which is, you know, it'll be the main quest. Will give me that probably. So, yeah. See, we're on Daughter of the Deep. We have a job quest, but I don't even know if there's a reason for me to go do it right now. Like, you don't get anything from them right now. You just get like advancement in your job, which, I mean, I could let them stack up and do them all at once maybe. I don't know. Come. We must tell the others of this airship or hear what they know of it. And we don't get armor from it. We don't get a skill from it. I don't know. Not until 70. Yeah, so like might as well wait till 70 and do them all at once.
There you are. What happened? Are the villagers all right?
We freed them, along with many others. Kosetsu, we spied an airship bound for the castle. Know you aught of it?
Aye, that we do. The Crown Prince is come to Doma.
We suspect this is a result of recent events in Girabania. Our defeat notwithstanding, there appears to be some concern in Garlemald that subversive elements may be rallying in other provinces. Though Yotsuyu governs Doma, Xenos remains the province's anointed viceroy, and it would seem he has come to assess the current situation in person.
If Xenos is here, we must seize this opportunity and kill him.
Sounds like fun, Minus. I wish I was at the end so I could do it with you.
Would that it were so simple, Lady Yugiri. You may recall that we encountered Xenos at Rolga's Reach. We have seen firsthand what he can do. His power defies explanation. He faced the Alliance, the Resistance, and the Scions, and he defeated us all. We survived and learned from the experience, it is true. But if we are to defeat him, it will not be through simple opportunism. We will require a flawless plan.
We know his strengths. A prodigious swordsman trained from childhood by the finest Imperial tutors, reputed to be without equal on the battlefield, which is why we must not meet him there. Nay, we keep to the shadows, the domain of the shinobi, and thence we strike. You need only give me the chance.
Were this but a matter of personal revenge, I would not presume to bar your path, for I myself crave that same vengeance. But to draw steel against the Emperor's son is a grave decision, and one that will shape our nation's future. Do not forget Lord Hien's words.
What, that we should sheathe our swords if the people lack the will to fight? I will not squander this opportunity. If we do naught, our master's life is forfeit.
Even should you succeed, Xenos' death will not win Doma her freedom. More likely, her doom. Can we defend our people against the Empire's retribution? We few against a legion? Do not be a fool, child.
Mayhap I am a fool with foolish dreams of a future that will never be. But I cannot, I will not forsake them!
Yugiri, wait!
It's becoming more and more apparent each expansion that this is a really good single player game that just happens to have multiplayer dungeons, right? like the story is getting more and more into the front and center, and like it's getting better. All right. Hey, Karanov, how's it going, man? Oh, Minus. I'm sorry to say that you were murdered yet again in the new XCOM campaign we started this week. So, in both the XCOM 2 and the XCOM Enemy Unknown playthroughs, you died in both of them. But your death will not go unrevenged. Okay. People come, they compare Final Fantasy with a WoW. It doesn't even make much sense to compare them. It's kind of true. Like, they are both MMOs. I would say, so far, I think that WoW is a better MMO because it's trying to be an MMO. I don't think Final Fantasy is about being an MMO. I think Final Fantasy is almost like a Final Fantasy single player game that they tacked on an MMO to, and tacked on's rude. It's not right. It's not a bad MMO. It's a very good MMO. It's like, but like the story, man. Oh my god! And I'm gonna get to the end, and then it's gonna be just an MMO, right? Because at that point, I'll be in the end game, and I'll be doing raiding, and I'll be doing hunting for stuff. But when I get through when I get done with the main story, that it all changes. It's like, okay, now it's just an MMO. You know. Maybe my definition and expectation of an MMO has been shaped by WoW. I've played WoW the most. WoW's not the only MMO I've played, though. Like, I've played a lot of MMOs, and Final Fantasy is one of the least MMO-ish MMOs. I mean, okay, it has all the MMO things, and it's not like they're bad. They are good. They are really good. But I'm saying, like, none of the other MMOs have a story like this. The closest is probably Star Wars, right? Star Wars is probably the closest. The Old Republic, it has a pretty good story, especially in the later expansions. Which I haven't played all of them either, but like, but like Guild Wars 2, Final Fantasy, Elder Scrolls, all the rest of them are like this. EverQuest, even, like, they have stories. Absolutely, they have good stories, but like not like this. This is a different kind of. It's a different way of telling it, I guess. I don't know. Oh, thank God, new pants. We need this. This is necessary. We need pants, guys. Is this gonna? Oh, we get pants. This is the most important quest we've done yet, because it's, you know, it's getting a bit drafty down here. You know, like, people can see my tail. There's not much going on in the pants department at the moment. We need to fix this. All right. I will not pursue her. It is for her to think of our master's words and recognize the futility of her course. Those, at least, are my thoughts upon the matter. Yours may be different. Should you wish to give chase, I will not bar your path. We each have but one life, and it is not to be spent recklessly in pursuit of our goals. I pray she realizes this soon. All right, we gotta search for Yugiri, huh? I'm gonna have a really hard time searching for her. I'm just gonna go right here, and I have a feeling that she's probably gonna be right here. You know, I know Yugiri really well, guys, and I think that's where she would go if she was upset like this, like to that exact point on the map. Let's see. Minus did not get killed by friendly fire. Minus was actually our first death in the new campaign. Minus was our first sniper, and he got flanked and shot in the side by like a sectoid. And it just happened to one. He got a really lucky. He got a good roll and it one shot him. We've had 6 deaths so far. 3 of them were from that friendly fire shot, which I made a highlight of because why not? Did Gosetsu send you to stop me? No. Then you came of your own free will. I should be surprised if you agree with my chosen course. No one else did. But it is not as fanciful as they would have you believe. Scant moments ago, I received the Crown Prince's itinerary from one of our spies in the castle. It would seem that Xenos has no desire to remain in Doma any longer than necessary. He wishes to inspect the moon gates this very eve. His impatience is to our advantage. He's arrived without warning and gave Yosutsu no time to prepare. The whole castle is in a state of upheaval. To avoid any delay, he has declined a full escort and will be traveling with no more than a handful of soldiers. The Kami could not have blessed us with a more auspicious circumstance. I will kill him, Elheim, I will. The thing is, though, like, he's traveling with a small handful of soldiers because he doesn't need anybody to protect him. And honestly, if he thought we were going to attack him, he would invite it. Like, Xenos is the guy, he's gonna be like, yeah, attack me, I want to kill you. You know, like, come on out. I want to find everyone who thinks they can do it, and we'll just end them, you know? So, like, this is not really to our advantage, honestly. I mean, it'd be easier than if he did have a full complement, but he doesn't need it. He really doesn't. Yeah, you mean we will kill him. We did lose 3 people at once. We did. It was rough, you know. I wasn't expecting it at all. It was like just out of nowhere. Our like one of our most decorated soldiers just decided to fire a rocket into our own team. Like, what do you do with that? I was like, I'm just dumbfounded right now, you know. Like I just got shot in the back by my own people. It was very sad. It's a very sad day. 1 second. Here. There. What I'm talking about. Okay. It's music's pretty good too. Forgive me, of course you do. Mayhap better than I. but are you sure? Thank you. Thank you. I cannot well express what this means to me. We've had much to discuss, but we can do so on the way. Utica Manor is some distance from here. We must hurry. Stay calm. No one knows you were here. No one knows you saw anything. No one knows you overheard two rebels plotting to kill the Crown Prince. Oh my god, boy. We just saved your life. He's gonna rat us out, really? Stupid, stupid, stupid. You know how this ends. And they only have themselves to blame. You have to tell them. You have to. Shit. Shit. I mean, it was already kind of a rough plan, but now it's just, they're gonna know we're coming, you know, like, it's just really not gonna go well, you know what I mean? Jeez.
It's a trap.
Right? All right. Where's Yukizuka Manor at? Way over there. All right. Doing a lot of travel here. But you know what, Karanova, even though 3 of our people got shot in the back by a rocket from our own team and died, you know, we didn't save Scummit. We've just kept the results and we're continuing on, and I think we're still in a good place. You like the clip? Yeah. I just, what? You know? If you miss any of the XCOM playthrough, it's gonna be going up on YouTube 1 mission a day. It's like, because each mission takes about 30 minutes, you know, so like they're like 30-minute-ish clips. So like 1 mission a day is gonna go up on YouTube until the whole thing gets up there. And I wish we had that last Aether Current. This is a long ride. Considering we just came from here too. Can't believe that kid's gonna rat us out. So messed up. You know, speaking of Nier, like you're talking about the new Nier raid or whatever. I don't know much about the raids yet. I know nothing other than that they exist. But man, Nier Replicant's like a week and a half away. We'll be playing Nier Replicant. Not this weekend, but like next weekend, right? That ought to be fun. Also, I saw on Twitter that they announced that they're putting out like a new patch to the PC version of Nier Automata. Oh, that's gonna be about. This is far enough. Let us discuss our plan of attack. Yes. Oh my god. All right, you know, we're gonna liberate your kingdom, but I need to come over here and like put on some pants. So just bear with me. We have an outfit again. We're very covert ops here with the black everywhere, right? Like we're wearing so much black that we stand out at this point, you know what I mean? Like if it was in the dark, it'd be good for us hiding, but like walking around during the daytime, it's like, okay, that person's trying to be stealthy or something, right? All you'll say is that the newest raid is just reference after reference, not just Automata, but Replicant and even Drakengard. Nice. Well, Drakengard is the same world as Nier, right? They're in continuity. We will, so we'll be playing Replicant in less than 2 weeks as it comes out. The time between the seconds. What does this mean? Xeno's itinerary is as follows. He will depart Doma Castle by ship and approach the Moon Gates. The Magitech field will deactivate briefly, allowing his vessel to pass. It will then come to these very docks, where he and his entourage will disembark. As you can see, this area is not ideal for an ambush. Wide open, multiple avenues of escape, the manor is better suited to our needs. Let us split up and search for suitable hiding places. Okay. Surrounded by walls and deserted, this location appears to be ideal for concealment. Ah, there you are. From the roof, we would have a clear view of the docks. Then it's settled. We shall lie in wait here until Xenos arrives. As discussed, if all goes to plan, he shall fall with my first blow. If not, then the two of us will have to engage him in open combat. His escort is of no consequence, which means that we'll have a 2-on-1 advantage. Nevertheless, he's not to be underestimated. I love how she's just like, he's got some soldiers with him, but they all suck and they basically don't matter. You know, like, we can ignore them and they can't hurt us. We focus on him. We've already talked about how we basically don't think we can beat him if we have to fight him. So, like, if you don't manage to kill him before he becomes aware, I think we should run, honestly, but well, if you say so. This just seems like a horrible plan. Like, just the two of us to take on Xenos. And if we fail, we may die. And if we don't die, we've given away the fact that the Warrior of Light is here in Yangtze trying to kill. Like this is a bad plan, Yugiri. Leveled up 6 whole times since last time? Since last time that I fought him? I mean, that's true. All that remains is to wait. I trust that you're ready. Here we go. The thing is, though, this is a level 64 quest, so as far as the quest is concerned, I've leveled up 4 times. Also, I probably was higher than level 60 when I fought him. Plus, it's like, wow, like he's level 70, but he's not like level 70, you know what I mean? He's raid boss level 70 or something, you know what I mean? Like, in WoW, when you're just roaming around in the world map, there are enemies and then they're like elite enemies. The elite enemies are much stronger than their equally leveled regular enemies because they're kind of intended for groups to fight them. Or, you know, you can fight them solo, but they're stronger, right? Anyways, and he's not even an elite. Like, he's like a raid boss. That's why I consider Xenos. Xenos is like fighting Xenos this early in the expansion reminds me of how we took out what's his face really early in Heavensward, the dragon, which my brain will catch up eventually. You know who I'm talking about. Like, we took him out way earlier than I thought because I was like, he's going to be like an end of the expansion big boss fight. And he was, because he came back. But I was really surprised we took him out so early in Heavensward. This feels like that, but I don't feel like we're going to win this time. Especially considering it's just a duty and it's just 2 of us. There's like a dozen soldiers. They don't matter. It'll basically be 2-on-1. All right, Yugiri. Let's see your shinobi skills. Oh, she's here too.
The village is not far, my lord. If it please you, we shall escort you there directly.
I think one of the most badass things about Xenos is this ridiculously long blonde hair that he has.
In a graveyard, the rotting husk of a broken nation devoid of proper sport. But as his radiance wishes,
and you want to be here, but like he has this ridiculously long like Sephiroth hair going on, and he fights in this like big metal armor with lots of joints. I'd be so worried that like my hair was gonna get caught up in one of those joints and just like rip, you know, like. It's just dangling in here. Like, it's like, what if he like moved too fast and it like got twisted up on some of this crap?
Yes, of course, my lord. And may I say how terribly sorry we are that you had to come so far.
Uh-huh. We're just gonna ignore you. How long are you gonna hold the pose?
we labored long to sow the seeds of hatred, of fear, to train them as beasts. Now we shall see the harvest. Let there be savage beasts baying for blood, and not hollow-eyed prey cowering in the dark, or there will be no joy in this hunt.
That's the thing about Xenos. He wasn't actually trying to break their will. He wanted to make them fight him harder. You know what I mean? Like, this dude's crazy. He wanted to back them into the corner so they'd have to fight. But instead, they're just all like, all their wills are broken. Except for us. Nice. Even Xenos didn't notice that shit. Or did he? Maybe he's just like ignoring it and waiting for her to get close. Oh yeah, you heard her coming. Shit.
Ambush!
Shinobi? And me without my brute.
We're not after you. At the moment.
How weak you are. Is this the sum of your hate?
This is only the beginning. For Lord Kayed! For Doma!
I'm just like dancing back there. I love her like bopping up and down on our feet there. Is that because we're a dancer that we're doing that stance, or is that just what we do?
Yep. I shall test this new blade of yours. Let us hope it is to my liking, lest your misfortunes compound.
Like Elheim looks like she's having a ball back there. She's just like, let's go. Who's next? This is such a ridiculously big sword holster here.
Then again, I am loath to expend such effort on the unworthy. Come, earn the honor.
Okay, here we go. Oh shit. The other ones don't matter. That's what we were told.
Yeah.
Hits you from like every angle. I want to see the boss fight with this guy. We really are just ignoring the other guys. It's kind of funny. That's too fast to get out of.
Leave this to me.
We're freaking winning at the moment. Or at least it appears that we are. He's gonna be like, okay, you've proven it, and then just like drop us down to 1 HP. Like he's Beatrix or something. Oh, yep, fight ended. Uh-huh. He pulled a Beatrix on us. Well done, Beast. You've earned the right to look on the Ame note. Oh.
Let us put you to the proof.
Oh my god, he's back at full health.
No, I must fight on. I must.
Run, beast, run.
I'm working on it. We're dancing. Me and you, man. Let's go.
Give me something to remember.
We've got a lot of range. We need to use it. Shit, that hit us. Oh my god, he has so many hit points. Are you supposed to win this?
Run, beast, run. Don't stop now.
I feel like I was a tank, this might be easier. But then I'd be in melee, maybe that'd be harder. Shit, I can't move. He dropped me to low health again. Yeah, he pulls a Beatrix on you and just ends the fight.
I remember you, Al Amigo, the champion of the savages.
What if he came in here at level 80? Could you just kill him?
Look ye where the sun doth rise, see crimson embers darkening skies. Look ye where the sun
Oh, that's right, the duty.
see azure lost amidst the squall.
Hello. Huh. Aw. Ooh, he's taking the helmet off.
Oh, how right I was to spare your life. Hear me, hero. Endure. Survive. Live. For the rush of blood, for the time between the seconds live, for the sole pleasure left to me in this empty, ephemeral world, live! You are not worthy.
Oh. Oh, he didn't tell the Imperials he went and got people to help.
Get away from them, you Imperial dog!
Good for you, Issei.
No, don't. You must flee.
We're not going anywhere, do you hear me? We're not running away!
You don't stand a chance, though, kid. Run.
What you're doing is stupid and reckless, and I never wanted any part of it, but here we are! I've spent my whole life hating myself. For every time they made me beg, for every time I held my tongue to protect the people I love. And then you came along and reminded me of all the things I never said and never did, and it was even worse. I would...
Oh. Oops.
So we came, all of us, for you, for ourselves, for Doma!
And they're all gonna die unless he just doesn't feel like killing them.
Death is death, regardless of the reason. Yet you seem determined to die, intruding upon this sacred ground, turning weapons you can scarcely wield upon me. Your lives will not even begin to redress the balance.
How wrong you are!
Hey, here we go. We got a healer. Oh, what's the fog?
Go, now! Gazetsu, see to Yugiri.
Aye.
Don't drop a smoke bomb?
I can't see a damn thing. Someone stop them!
He's just standing there. Like, whatever. He wants them to escape. So they can get stronger and be a better fight. Look at that smile. I don't think we were followed. Gods, I have no idea what was going through that man's head, but I'm heartily glad he decided to leave. Oh, and don't thank us. Thank Alphino. He's at the House of the Fierce, patiently waiting your gratitude. You should have seen the way he turned pale when he heard about Yugiri's plan and how you, of all people, had decided to help her. He was in such a panic, barking orders, calling for a squadron to be assembled. As were you. I was rather composed, as I recall, but that is neither here nor there. There's our final ether current. Can you believe it? We faced down the Crown Prince himself and lived to tell the tale. You've no idea what this means to us. Everyone's talking about getting more weapons and armor, and we're not going to stop until we've taken back our homeland. All right, getting a bit ahead of ourselves, aren't we? We've got wounded to attend to first. We should get back to the village. Wow, he turned around. We didn't beat anybody, he just left. But let the kid have his win, I guess. Alright. I think we're done with this zone. If we're getting the last Aether Current, that usually means it's time to move on. Where is next, I wonder? Is there another zone that we're adjacent to here? There's the Ruby Sea. There's the other half of this zone where Doma is, but I don't think it's gonna be that. Guess we're about to find out. Imperial Hypersonic Assault Craft. What? 73? Palm Spring. Is there another place off the Ruby Sea? Ooh, the Azim Steppe. Maybe this is where we're going next. 1,000-year pine. The Kobayashi Maru? Wait, what? What's with this? What? I'm gonna go out there and check that out. It's kind of funny, man. That's a Star Trek reference, right? Out there in the middle of the ocean. All right, anyways, let's get back to it. No, it's from Star Trek. It was a like thought exercise. It basically was a no-win scenario that they found a way to win, more or less. How are you feeling after fighting that demon? I can only imagine. I suppose I ought to apologize to you for, you know. Anyway, thank you for not giving up on us. The Shinobi too. You could be excused for thinking Dune, because there's a lot of things in Dune that sound like that.
How are you feeling, my lady?
Much the better for my comrades' ministrations and your most generous hospitality. You need not worry.
Cheating is the only way to win the Kobayashi Maru.
Good. If there is anything else we can do for the two of you, anything at all, just ask.
In Dune, it would be like the Bene Gesserit or the Kizak Haderach or something, right? Or the Gomb Jabbar. You know, they have lots of things that kind of sound like that. I don't actually remember exactly what Kirk did. It's been a long, long time since I saw that episode.
And you like to burn a hole in them. Go and say your piece, for goodness sake.
I've seen a lot of Star Trek, but I've never really been like a big Trekkie, you know?
I've got nothing more to say to them. I'm going to find out how the others are getting on.
Gosetsu, Mistress Alize, I owe you an apology. I acted with reckless disregard for my own safety and endangered I know not how many others in so doing. Scorning your wise counsel, I knowingly defied our master's wishes and left you no choice but to follow suit.
Nonsense. I followed our master's wishes to the letter. Consider once more his words and the intent therein. In offering his head, he but sought to shield his people from harm, loyal retainers included. You must value your life more highly, Shadow Walker.
On the other hand, your recklessness did serve as an inspiration to many. Mayhap you should not be so hard on yourself. In any event, if you must apologize profusely, it seems only right that you expend as much effort thanking the one person who supported your plan from the first.
That it does. There are no words which will suffice. But thank you.
And there they are!
12 be praised. When I learned of your rather questionable plot to assassinate Xenos, I feared we would need to recruit a new primal slayer.
I'm sorry we couldn't be there. Alize made me swear to stay behind no matter what. I think she was worried I'd hurl myself at Xenos the moment I set eyes on him.
Quite right.
You'll forgive me for changing the subject, but now would seem a good time to discuss where we go from here. Though the Empire has yet to retaliate, the fact remains that we have revealed our presence and signaled our intentions in so doing. It is only a matter of time before the Imperials move against us.
A good point.
Given that we lack the strength to oppose them, 'tis plain some manner of brilliant stratagem is required. Therefore, I yield the floor to the preeminent tactician of our time, with whom I was privileged to share a womb.
If you insist. While in Kagane, we debated a number of approaches and were eventually forced to concede that we cannot look to the Alliance for aid. Even were it possible to ferry sufficient forces and materiel from Eorzea in a timely manner, such a massive undertaking would not long escape the attention of the Empire. It would be a miracle if our ships reached the shore. Fortunately, according to Tataru and Hancock's intelligence, the Empire has withdrawn most of its forces from Doma in the past year, leaving her relatively unguarded. That being the case, a popular uprising, spearheaded by the full might of the Doman Liberation Front, may feasibly be sufficient to threaten the seat of provincial government, namely Doma Castle. 'Twould be rather easier said than done, of course, but I have seen worse plans prevail.
Then we must needs meet with Lord Hien and convince him to return, for there is no surer way to inspire our people to rise up as one. He desired proof of his subjects' conviction, and they have provided it, through no less a deed than openly opposing Xenos himself.
It will work. It has to work. And next time, we will defeat him.
All right. I'll be traveling to the Azim Steppe, Elheim. I found Lord Hien once before, and I am confident I can do so again. Moreover, it was me whom he put to whom he put the question of Doma's resolve. I feel it is my duty to deliver him our people's reply. Our countrymen's deeds speak for themselves. Lord Hien cannot deny the truth of their hearts. Too long has it been since I looked upon his face. It would be of great comfort to see him again, and no small comfort if you would to join us on our search, I should add. It looks like we'll go get Lord Hien, and then we'll try and take Doma Castle. And then maybe we'll go back to Alamigo. Like, we're already level 66. We're 64 or so. We're like halfway into the story, theoretically, right? I wonder what kind of man Hien is. From what I've heard, he is about the same age as me. And then there's Fordola, who isn't a whole lot younger than us both. Like her, he was born and raised in an imperial province. This is all he's ever known, but unlike her, he's chosen to do something about it. I want to meet him. I want to know why. Maybe if I understand that, it'll help me understand a lot of things. The beloved king returned to urge his countrymen to rise up in rebellion. Not a story you'd ever hear in Sharlayan or Ul'dah, is it? Not in those words, perhaps, but no land's people are so cynical as to be wholly immune to inspiration. Singular individuals have the power to move hearts and minds, no matter where they go. Doubtless you speak from personal experience. As much as this Lord Hien intrigues us, Elheim, there are vital tasks to be attended to here. Preparations for the inevitable assault on Doma Castle, for one. There's also the matter of coordinating our efforts with the Confederacy and our comrades in Kugane. And dealing with this troublesome Aetheryte. I could go on, but you understand. And then I found pants. And I was like, oh my god, I can wear pants again. Aye, so it goes. We all have our responsibilities. I was just filling them in on what happened today. We all depart for the Azim Steppe at once. Yeah, we are going to the Azim Steppe. We'll be joining at Selheim. Yup. For our part, we shall do what we can to aid the Doman Liberation Front in your absence. We will refrain from conducting any large-scale operations in your absence and instead devote our energies to bolstering our ranks and training our new recruits. When you return, we will be ready for war. If anything happens, you need us to come back sooner, you'd better contact us. Noble sacrifices as our last resort, remember? Follow me, my friends. We have many malms to travel before we reach reunion. Wait, don't leave yet. Here, take this for the road. It's simple fare, but it's the least we can do for you after what you did for us. It may be stupid and naive of me to say this, but I will. When you come back, we'll finish what we started. We'll beat the Imperials and we'll win our freedom. So, don't keep us waiting too long. Nice. Persimmon leaf sushi. Alright, sure. It's like you get the ability to fly and a thing of sushi. You know, the sushi is important too. Oh, meanwhile, in the keep of Doma Castle.
I would expect no less of Bahamut's conqueror.
Things are gonna get darker? Oh my god.
Prepare the airship. His Radiance will not object. We have fulfilled our obligations here. I would see this prize for myself.
The shit?
Do you understand why I appointed you to act in my stead? You, whose only accomplishment was to whisper the right words in the right ear. Because of your petty hatreds, they render you the perfect instrument to bleed your kinsman of hope, to make an example of Doma, such as was ordered. Listen well. If you yield Doma to the rebels, you will not be given another chance to beg forgiveness. Do your duty now, or die with the rest of them.
Are you all right, my lady? That was uncalled for. Oh!
She slapped him so hard that big guy came up in the air.
Eorzean is helping the rebels. I want her dead. I want her friends dead. I want the heads of everyone she knows and loves mounted on the castle walls.
You mean I can finally go after her? I've been waiting for this chance. I promise you, my lady, she won't escape this time. Not this time, oh no.
Meanwhile, on the fringes of Girabanya. Whoa. The big hole. Is that where they landed?
Aye. This is the place. When his shade was banished, you swore to leave this life behind. And yet here you are.
The hell?
Yet, if this be the work of the eyes, what choice do you have but to end it? Or so the boy would say. Damn you, Alphino.
So Justinian's trying to take care of frickin' what's his face? The big super boss from 5? Shinryu? And Omega? I'd forgotten about them, I'm gonna be honest. I completely forgot about Shinryu and Omega. We've been dealing with like the Empire, you know? Jeez, they're probably gonna be like the raids or something. Yay! We can fly! Dancer belt. If all are ready, let us depart for reunion in Azim Steppe. Our route will be somewhat circuitous. We will need to return to Ruby Sea and head north along the coast, past Tisari. Okay, we already have all the Aether Currents, so what, pray tell, are these 2 quests? One of them could be the Beast Tribe for the Wolf Bros. Is one of them a dungeon? What's this? Deliver a present. Tell me, have you met the Namazu who live in the Yuzuka Manor? The manor can be found to the south of Namai. It was originally home to a wealthy family, however they were murdered when the Empire attacked. These days, a group of Namazu live there. They visit Namai every now and then, coming to trade fish with us. They had shown an interest in some of the trees around here, so I had thought to give them a seedling in return. Although the road to the manor is long and fraught with danger, would you mind if I asked you to deliver in my place? If you're willing to help, please collect the seedling and vial of wood vinegar from the front of Fukudo's house. The wood vinegar will help repel the insects. Please deliver everything to a Namazu named Goitai. Gyotai. Gyotai? Okay. Interesting. I wonder what that's going to lead to. The road is fraught with danger, but we can fly there, so you know, it doesn't really matter. What's up, Fukudo? He wants me to lend him my ears. I do not recall having seen you before. Would you happen to be a traveler? If so, may I request some of your time? Have you heard of the Lupin? They are a race that appears to be half man, half wolf, and are known for their skill in combat. They've long served the king of Doma. However, when Doma fell to the Empire, many of them were conscripted into the Imperial Army, and those who refused were forced to live out their lives as bandits. There is one family of Lupin that have called Namai their home for many generations. They've acted as the village's protectors on countless occasions, and we could not have survived without their aid. Their current oldest son has been the family's backbone up until he too was forced to enlist. Only the mother and her younger son remain now. The whole village expected their youngest to pick up where his brother left off, and sadly he's turned out to be one of the weakest Lupin I've ever seen. He's been unable to help the village in any way, much less protect it. The ferocious appetite his kind possessed was looked upon kindly back when they kept the village safe, but people were not so understanding when the Lupin give nothing back in return. Even so, considering he spends most of his time looking after his sickly mother, I do not believe he is deserving of the villagers' ire. Assuming you're not just passing through, would you be willing to help the young Lupin? So this might be the Beast Tribe quest. My thanks. The boy I would have you help is named Kurabana. He lives up on that hill to the west. Maybe not. Alright, so we'll check out both these quests. The Lupin remind me of the werewolf race from Final Fantasy V as well. This music. You have business with me. Ah, the old man put you up to this. He certainly enjoys meddling in the affairs of others. It is as he says, I'm not much of a fighter. My bite is as soft as a Moogle's. Of course, I would love to protect the village just like my brother, but there is a reason he was conscripted, not I. The only thing I'm good for is gathering herbs for my mother, and I spend the rest of my time trying not to get in the way of the other villagers. At any rate, if you have no further business with me, I must head off to grind some herbs to make mother's medicine. We gotta rally his spirits, guys. Through the magic of emotes. This is how emotes work. Yo, you good, man? Rally! I have no idea why you're so interested in me, but fine. I shall do battle with one of the nearby beasts if that'll satisfy you. That is not to say I will prove Fukuda wrong. I'm merely doing this to show you that that you should not have expected aught of me. Okay. And flying makes things like this so much easier. We got some mount speed too at some point. Not taking 5 years to get anywhere anymore. So, minus, you mean things are gonna get dark when I go to the next zone? Thank you for intervening. I do hope you've seen enough now to accept that Fukuda was right. I am not and never will be a warrior. Hakuro, my brother, in name only. Hakuro is my brother in name only. Now, please leave me be. Tell Fukuda that you helped me, and I once again proved to be hopeless. You know, let's go deal with this other quest real quick first. You're misremembering which Yotsu's scene that quest was? I mean, he like pulled her hair and stuff, but nothing yet. Yotsu is a pretty dark character to begin with. I want to know what this is over here too. This like large stone aetheryte looking thing. It's pretty cool looking. Is it an Imperial castrum? It might be. We haven't been over there. Unless that's the other zone. Maybe that's the other zone. I don't know. Right. Yes, you have business with us? Oh my, most sincere thanks to the kind people of Namai. Since we began living here, we have been feverishly reading through the manor's collection of books. No easy task it was. One of the books talked to something called Hanami, which is described as a tradition of enjoying the aesthetic beauty of flowers. I told the people of Namai of my fascination with the subject. To think that they remembered and sent us these gifts. We shall raise this plant well so that we can someday enjoy Hanami. Yes. This is Hanami, viewing plants. Like, Hana is flower, and Mi, like Miru, which is the verb to see. Yeah, Hanami. Pretty straightforward, I guess. I wonder if that's where how that came about. All right, what you got going on here, bud? Ooh, bracelets. Okay. You look not as one who hails from here. May I inquire, are you a traveler, an adventurer? If so, there is a deed I would ask of you. But before we delve into details, introductions are in order. I am Gioran. Gioran I am. I live in this shack with others like myself, and I, like many, have a dream. Yes, yes. I aspire to become the greatest of merchants, to be rich, to be wealthy, to be beyond compare. And then to have an apron made for me that is mine and mine alone. Yes, yes, that is my dream. Among the many treasures of our shack are a collection of Ema kimono that someone left behind. Beautiful pictures, wise words. One tells the ancient tale of a poor merchant who rose to great heights. Yes, yes. Ever since reading that, I have dreamt of doing the same. In that very tale, an able adventurer, much like yourself, appeared. Quite clever, quite knowing. He gifted to the merchants his wisdom, his ways, and lo, here you are. Give me no mere coincidence. It is fate, destiny. You must forgive my manners. In my excitement, I neglected to ask you your name, your title. Might I have it? Was this like the beast tribe for the catfish dudes? And the other one might be the beast tribe for the lupin? Maybe? Elheim Gilded, is it? Then I shall call you Elheim. Yes, yes, that will do nicely. Now, where were we? Ah, of course, I was hoping to enlist your aid in my rise through the merchant ranks. I'm afraid I am quite forgetful these days. I am. My storehouse lies not far from here. Would you do me the honor of paying a visit? I keep all my wares there. My treasures, my trinkets. Should very much like to hear your honest appraisal. Yes, yes. Come then, Elheim. You need only follow me. This way, this way. I'll be right back with it. You need only wait a moment. Here we are. My pride, my passion. This is a collection of everything I have to come together to own. It is quite remarkable, is it not? Amazing, astounding. Here we have grilled mayflies. Oh, and here's some desiccated toad. And this lovely vase here simply begs to have things placed within it, does it not? Yes, yes it does. Well, what do you think? Come now, be honest, be true. What do your eyes see that will fetch a fair price at market, Nah, none of it. Are you sure? But I've spent days, years collecting it all. Surely there must be something of value, of worth. I can't. Nevertheless, a dream is a dream. I shall not relent. No, I will find another path to greatness, another way to obtain what people desire, for I am destined to be a merchant of renown. Yes, yes. Now, bearing all that in mind, whatever shall I do? Yes, I do believe an idea has come to me. Fish. People eat fish, and so it stands to reason they must buy them and purchase them. I will take to fishing to provision my own supply, my own stock. I will bring my catch to you, Elheim, and with your adventuring wisdom, you can tell me which fish will sell and which will not. Your kind and mine have very different tastes, different likes. Yes, we do. It will fall to you to enlighten me as to which fish agree with the palates of men. Until then, I shall await you by the water. Okay. Oh, this will not serve. It will not serve at all. No. I set out to fish, just as we had spoken about when we last met, but I am ashamed to admit I slipped on some wet stone and my rod, my pole, I dropped it, lost it. Yes, it's gone. And before you ask, no, I cannot retrieve it. I am a Namazu of the city, not of the wild. To cast myself into a running river is tantamount to taking my own life. Will you help me in this, Elheim? Will you find my rod and retrieve it? Return it. It is very dear to me. Yes, it is. Please, I beg this of you. I know not where else to turn. Oh my god. Is Rod gonna somehow end up over here by the shipwreck? All right. My precious pole, my irreplaceable rod. I'm but half a man without it. My rod, you found it, as I knew you would. I owe you a great debt of gratitude of thanks. Yes, yes, I do. I confess, I admit, I've been thinking on things since I lost it. Yes, yes, much thinking. It occurred to me that all Namazu I know are fishmongers. They are, each and every one. The fact led me to recall another passage I read among my kimono. And said, for one to make their mercantile mark, it must offer something no other merchant does, a new product, a new service. And so I have made up my mind. I have. I will look for another way to make my fortune. I have given it much thought, and there are much more to give. I will return to my shack and dwell on this some more. Oh, God. Okay. Elheim, you may be happy to hear, joyous to hear. I have put my faith in my kimono, their wisdom, their insight. They have led me to a new calling. Yes, yes. I have learned there is a pretty price to be paid for certain ores, certain minerals, so I shall become a miner, prospector. I fear I may inconvenience you again in this endeavor, as I did in the previous. I hope you are willing to lend your wisdom again. Yes, yes. You gonna go through every freaking profession? I am ready to begin my life as a miner, a prospector. Yes, yes, I mean to search for my fortune, my fame. I am sure that it lies to the west of our manor. I'll go ahead of you, Elheim, but please do come and find me. Yes, yes. This quest line drags on way too long. Oh boy. No, we'll leave it for now. I'm not really trying to do these tribes anyways. I caught a glimpse of Kurabana heading off somewhere with a spear a while ago. Tell me, how did he fare? Hopeless as ever, you say. Hakuro is a fine warrior. I cannot believe Kurabana does not possess the same potential. There must be some way we can help him, surely. Haven't tried something besides fighting. I had not thought of that before. It's quite an idea. It seems my mind has grown slow in my old age. Not all Lupin are born fighters. Let us find Kurabana and see if there's not something else he is skilled at. I apologize for stopping you on your journey, but if you have the time to help, please let me know. I see you have chosen to stay and help. You have my thanks. I believe Kurabana may be best suited to work that involves heavy lifting. As you are doubtless aware, this village's economy is entirely supported by rice farming. All harvested rice is stuffed into straw bags and carried to a nearby storehouse. While Kurabana may not be a fighter, he is still a Lupin, and such possesses strength greater than most men. I imagine he could put this to use by transporting rice. I will inform the storehouse manager, Shirojishi, of the situation. Could you discuss this with Kurabana for me? I'm sure your word will carry more weight with him than mine would. Okay. I see you have not left Namai. I hope that you'd not come to ask me to fight again. Fukudo wants me to carry rice? There he goes again, meddling in the affairs of others. That said, if it'll help the village, I can hardly refuse. I shall go and talk with Shirojishi. Kurabana, good to see you. My thanks for your help as well, adventurer. Fukudo has already told me all I need to know. Let's start by having you carry this sack right here. It's a bit on the heavy side. Do you think you can handle it? Do not worry, Shirajishi. I may not be much of a warrior, but I'm confident in my strength. Oof. Whatever you do, do not drop it. Kurabana strides off toward the village storehouse with a spring in his step. I do hope that he's up to the task. I have seen many a man struggle to complete their first journey to the storehouse. Pray do me a favor. If he struggles along the way, give him some encouragement on my behalf. It may seem like a test of strength, but carrying rice ultimately is a mental battle. He's gonna chase after him and emote at him, huh? Yep, psych him up. You can do it! Thank you. I really wonder if there's no better way rice can be transported. I have had to check multiple times that it was straw and not a knife that was cutting into my shoulder. But thanks to your encouragement, I think I may be able to make it to the storehouse. Oof. Summoning the last of his strength, Kurabana once again sets off in the direction of the village storehouse. It took every fiber of my being, but I did it. Who knew that this would be such a tiring work? Good work, Kurabana. Have you noticed transporting rice is not quite as easy as it looks? But given time, I'm sure you two will become quite good at it. Now, you've had ample time for a rest. Make another 3 trips to and from the storehouse, and your work will be done for the day. 3 trips? I thought that was it. Sorry, I don't think I'm suited for this after all. If that is how he responds to the slightest hardship, then I do not think we'll have any use for him. Pray tell Fukudo as much. Shit. Well, Elheim, I just caught Kurabana trying to abandon his duties. It seems he was able to carry 1 sack of rice, but shirked from the idea of carrying 3 more. Admittedly, he is not wrong to think it's grueling work. I too struggle to carry even my first load of rice. However, if you continue like this, the whole village will think you a weak-willed coward. I'm sorry, Fukudo. You have my word that I will not give up like this again. Perhaps next time we should try a job that does not require great strength. This one's gonna go on for a while too, it looks like. I have come to the conclusion that Kurabana might be best suited to plucking weeds from the paddy fields. Our village name is actually a local term for the arrowhead, an aquatic plant that infests paddy fields if not kept under control. This is precisely why removing weeds is such an important part of rice farming. I do hope you're up to the task, Kurabana. If you fail this time, do not expect to have another chance to prove yourself. I trust you understand the importance of this task. Do not worry, Fukudo. Weed plucking, I'm actually good at. I recall Hayabasa mentioning that he was looking for some help within his paddy fields. Ask if he'll allow you to remove the weeds from his paddies. Elheim, please accompany him and make sure he does as I've asked. He's always enjoyed little odd jobs like that, huh? Alright, you know what? We got that quest. I'm going to hold off on that one too, because it's just back and forth and back and forth. Let's head back to Isari. There's no, Not actually an Aetheryte in Isari. That's right. The Deathshire's getting back to Bioshock Infinite tomorrow night. I think she'll probably beat it this weekend for sure. Like it's not that long of a game, honestly. I've got a quest here too. In order to undertake this, oh, that's the House of the Dead one. Never mind. From here we will turn to the north until we arrive at a cave, through which we will pass in order to reach Azim's Steppe. Lise and Gosetsu have already gone on ahead. We should carry on as well. We've been making pretty good progress in Final Fantasy XIV lately. I feel like we're flying through Stormblood. We're like... Are we like halfway? Maybe? Ooh. I mean, halfway's not really halfway, because it's like halfway through the main story, and then there's going to be all the patches, but... And like the raids and stuff. So it's not really halfway, but like we're about halfway level wise to the main story of it. That's interesting looking.
I remember the emptiness, vast and endless. The Azim Steppe, home to countless roaming tribes. A sacred land, watched over by elder gods. Here, we would find Doma's salvation. With the wind at our backs, we walked on, in search of hope, in search of him.
Well, is this where my people come from? Like the dark-skinned aura? I give you the Azim Steppe, Elheim. Though I should say that this is but one small portion of it. Despite the close proximity, Domans rarely venture as far north. Most find these lands and their people strange and foreign. Fortunately, those who frequent Reunion are more welcome than most. Come, it's not much further. We could fly for a second. No longer. No information about Aether Currents yet. Maybe we need to find the first one. Close by. Other side of this wall. Up there. Aha. Welcome to Reunion, my friends. Here is where we'll begin our search for Lord Hien. Level 65. Ooh, new dancer weapon. +1 damage. When last I spoke with Lord Hien, he said that he'd spent much time in these markets. I had hoped we might find him here today, but alas. Hey Yugiri, I've been meaning to ask. There are an awful lot of Zalia here, aren't there? Zayla? Oh, I assumed you knew. The Azim Steppe has been home to the nomadic tribes since antiquity. More than 50 roam these lands, and though they do not constitute a nation, there is a hierarchy of sorts determined through ritual combat. Funny, if they're so busy fighting each other, you'd think the Empire would be able to march in and take the steppe with ease. I wonder why they haven't. Why indeed, Lise, why indeed? Perhaps they see little value in it, especially given the fierce reputation of the warriors, who would fight tooth and nail to oppose them. These lands are not made for men. The soil is thin, the weather is unforgiving. The Zayla found ways to survive is true, but they are made of sterner stuff than most Imperials, conscript or citizen. Thanks for taking the time to explain. It sounds like you got a lot to learn. Later, I mean. We're meant to look for Hien. People from many tribes gather in reunion to trade goods and information. I should be surprised if we cannot learn something of value here. Let's make our inquiries separately, Elheim. Why don't you speak with some of the merchants here? Elheim's finally come home, guys. We found my homeland. The steppe. Let's go hit up the Aetheryte real quick. Alright. I will be right back, guys. I gotta take a quick break. I don't go anywhere. Okay, and I'm back. How about the little break, guys? Oh, sometimes you just gotta take a little break. So, we have a dungeon coming up. Maybe we're gonna get to a dungeon tonight. Maybe? Ooh. I'll take a maybe. Let's keep pushing. Booze. Fresh booze. Your choice of lamb or zo. Guaranteed to satisfy. How many will you have, miss? Like, not do you want one? How many will you have? Well, she's one of the light-skinned ones. Yeah, a dolman. Unless another Dazkar is keeping him in her yurt. He is not here. Fool her if she keep a dolman for her husband. But enough about dolmens. Let's speak of booze instead. Surely your mother or father has made you some when you were little. A Zayla who never eats booze is never a whole Zayla. Dungeon's level 65, we were at level 65. So, that's why I'm asking. Yathui. What fortune you have come hither at this time, freshly slaughtered, every cut available on request. Organs too, hearts, livers, brains, or brace of blood sausages if you desire only a snack. A dolmen, poor meat they make. Dolmens, I just suggest. I did see a young mole in the other company of some others a few days ago. Okay. I just put my contacts in and I'm like, my eyes are a little, you know, for adjusting. Roasted fish with pumpkin, an exotic foreign delicacy, cooked to perfection, beloved without the step. Come, come. You seek dolmens, then you are coming to the wrong place, my friend. Delicious as my foodstuffs are, they find little flavor with those from the south. Now, if it were Goro you were looking for, on the other hand, I might be able to help you. They flock to my stall. Lucky I can wear contacts? Yeah, man. I like contacts. I have brought you a new brush, my beloved. So smooth and silky your mane shall be the envy of every other man. Say again, you're seeking who? Ah, the dolman. I know of whom you speak. He comes and goes with a mole girl. Though I could not describe her, I know only that she is mole because I heard him talking as they passed. With the chat mode in say, use your keyboard or software keyboard to enter the phrase that contains mole and ask the Zayla in reunion if they are of the mole tribe. Oh my god, really? It's like, it's so single player that at this point we have to do pretend, you know what I mean? Like, we're doing multiplayer things to the computer. Oh? I am Ura, if you must know. Come down from the mountains in the north, if there's nothing else. You take me for a mole? I am Ornir. Compare me not with one so weak and lowly. Okay. Yes, I am mole. My name is Serena. May I help you? Okay. Oh, I see. You're looking for Heian in that case. How urgent this business must be to leave our conversation unfinished. The Kinsai, will you buy it? There's but one bundle left. If not, then... I will. Though I had not thought to pay so high a price. It is a bargain for which you should be grateful. If you lack the coin, then the fault is your own, and you will leave with nothing. Please, I must have the Kinsai. The gods themselves requested it. We are bound to their will. Pay me the difference in Whisper Root. I'll sell to the next apothecary to pass through reunion, and we'll each feel fairly treated. But do not tarry. Should another come before you, coin in hand, I will not refuse him. I understand. Thank you for this kindness. I'm sorry. We must speak out of Heian later. I cannot leave reunion without that Kinsai. Okay. Serena does not usually depend on the kindness of strangers, but we'll gladly make an exception today. You want to help me? Is that it? I do not know what to say. Thank you, Elheim. Thank you. The lumbering ones we must fell wander the plains to the west of Reunion. If we harvest 2, they should have enough whisper root. Return here when you finish. Good luck. Okay. We're back to being slow again. Any new titles today? Oh, adversary. Yeah, okay. Adversary guild. Oh, these big tree dudes. We gotta go fight Groot. Interesting music. Were these quests always so short? Like when it was new content, was it really like run 5 feet outside the town, kill 2 things and run back? Or did they used to be like more involved quests? They got shortened when it became old content. They haven't been changed? Wow. Welcome back, Elheim. Have you brought the Whisper Root? Blessed is he who shows kindness to strangers, for with fortune does he ever ride. Will this quantity suffice? It shall. The kinsai is yours. The gods favor you more than you know, child. Udgen rarely have need of such herbs, and so my stock is limited. Had you come a day earlier or later, I would have had none for you. Perhaps the gods guided me here as they guided grandmother, as they guided this woman from the west.
Hey.
Who's the search? Any luck? Oh, they're talking.
What fortune to meet a friend of the young master!
Well met, Cyrena. If you have an inkling as to the current whereabouts of Lord Hien, we should be most grateful for your assistance.
Oh, please! It is I who should be grateful.
Hold! What is this? I came first, you second! Know you to whom you speak? All people of the steppe should. Or have you fought so much that you have forgotten the fate of your superiors? Superiors? I spit on your superiority, little prince.
And that hair.
Twisted and mad as sand devils your kind are.
Those two don't seem to like each other very much.
Those boys are of the Oranir and Dothal, the two strongest tribes. The children of Azim are destined to rule, so they declare to all who will listen. Their word is law, for now. Grand, flamboyant fighters, but deadly, very deadly. He prances as a horse, as do his brothers after their many recent victories. The Undying ones too are strong, fearless, and vicious. They often reigned in the past. Now they are sorely tested. Ah, the master of the markets. He is Castir. To fight in reunion is forbidden, and to break the peace is to be banished forever. This he says without words, for words are lies to the Castir. They do not speak.
That's interesting. And all these different tribes share the same lands, do they? No wonder it's tense.
I shall look for you on the field at the Nardum. Mark my words! As shall I. Mayhap I shall take 11 more Dothal heads to make a dozen with yours. I look forward to the day.
The dispute will be settled at the Nardum?
A great battle held on the final day of the Sahan San. During this time, all bonds of hierarchy are broken. All Zayla are equal and free to prepare for the fight. The tribe which triumphs in the Nardum rules until the next Sahan San, which in these lands is now.
Ah, so that is what they call the custom. I presume your tribe will also be taking part?
Not all seek the Dawn Throne. Some are satisfied with their lot. Others, like the Castir, have reason to remain neutral. Them all are lambs among wolves. Long were we content to remain apart and live quietly, but... Never mind that. You see Kien, yes? I know where he may be.
Warrior Light's like, okay, it's not the Empire, but I still want to butt in on this. You see it in her eyes. Long ago, my grandmother, having received a vision from the gods, bade me go forth into the southern mountains. It was there that I found Hien near death and from many wounds. It's my birthright, that's right. I brought him to our village, and there we nursed him back to health. Afterwards, he chose to remain that he might repay us for our kindness. Dolmens set much store by honor and shame, but at first I did not question it. Excuse me if I could see your map for a moment. Here, he has grown fond of this place. It affords him a view of the markets and the steppe. I would accompany you, but I must return to our village and prepare my grandmother's meal. Thank you again for the assistance. West over here. Our long-awaited reunion is at hand. Come, my friends, let us go and greet our lord and master. Ooh, Ether Current. Hello, traveler. As it happens, some of the local Castiri merchants have been dealing with a problem involving your kind of late. The union is run by the Castir. It will not do you any favors to displease them. The tribe is famed for its dislike of speech. They believe all words are merely lies, and the Kistiri way is to show your attention through your actions. Nothing else will suffice for them. And yet, from a merchant from far-off lands has recently appeared in Reunion, trying to force the Kistiri to trade by using the very words they despise. Ignorance is no excuse. I have seen others attempted to explain the local customs to him, however it matters not what anyone says, he will not listen. I would appreciate it if you were to take responsibility for this buffoon. No doubt he is still in the Khan's tent, harping on. Interesting. I don't suppose you'd fancy taking part in this conversation anytime soon, would you? If I've done something to displease you, you only tell me what... And just who would you happen to be? If you're here to trade, then you'll have to wait till your turn. I arrive first. What's that? You're not a merchant? Well, are you aware of the funny customs the Kistiri have? Apparently words aren't much use, only actions will do. I was told as much by members of other Ori tribes, but I can't bring myself to believe it. How can one run a market if they refuse to speak? Regardless, it does not appear that I stand to gain much from continuing to rely on speech. If even a fellow outsider such as yourself is telling me to follow the Kistiri customs, I suppose it's high time I acquiesced. Now that I think of it, if you're not a competitor, then perhaps you're interested in working with me. Seek me out if you'd like to hear more. I love that the Kistiri is just standing there, like, staring at him the whole time, like, oh my god, is he finally leaving? Yay. It's been an eternity since I last had a chance to talk with a fellow traveler. Name's Gascot. Gasco? I don't know. I belong to the East Aldenard Trading Company, and I've been stationed in the Far East for a while now. I used to work at our Kugane office until a short while ago. Word has it, it won't be long before Doma fully escapes the Empire's grasp, and with few merchants are going to pass up such an good opportunity to trade with the newly independent nation. I've always been a pioneer myself, and I decided I'd make certain that I was the first to go explore this new potential trade partner, and I've brought my bags full of foreign goods to impress the locals with. Yet despite this, I am unable to convince them to even talk to me. Never mind take a look at my wares. If only they knew what harrowing obstacles I've overcome just to be here. Countless levies paid to pirates, daring escapes from fearsome bandits and beasts. I could go on forever. And what's my reward? The icy stares of a Kistiri woman. Until today, I had never met a lady that thought me anything but a charming guest. As it seems, I'm alone, I alone am not up to this task. I wish to ask for your aid. Knowledgeable adventurer, if you help me convince them to trade, I promise you untold discounts on everything I have for sale. No need to be so alarmed, friend. I merely wished for you to help me learn about Kistiri customs. I would not dream of asking you to threaten them or force you to help me with my work. Their custom is unlike anything I've encountered just far. If I am to get anywhere, I must study all of the customs and deities that govern their day-to-day lives. Only then do I stand a chance of convincing them to trade. This information shall doubtless be equally valuable to you in your travels. Why, if I weren't such a humble man, I would demand you to show me some gratitude for giving you this opportunity. Wow. Okay. That's Aether current you got just by talking to that guy for a while. Up there. Well, they did say it gave him a good view.
The Kami are merciful! My Lord Hien, I see you are alive and well.
You are come sooner than expected. So, my blade or my head? Which would you have of me?
The people of Yansha remain loyal to Doma. I have seen the fire in their eyes. They are ready to rise up and fight. The time is ripe, my lord. Return with us, blade in hand, and lead Doma to freedom.
Naught less than liberty will suffice, then. A pity. It would prove far more difficult to deliver than my head. But if my people wish to pursue an impossible dream, then who am I to deny them? You Giri, Gosetsu, and
The scions of the Seventh Dawn, my lord. Good and true friends who opened their hearts and homes to us when we fled to Eorzea. Far across the sea they have journeyed to stand with us in the fight for Doman liberation. To oppose the Empire, as they have in the West, where they are lauded as heroes for their many deeds.
Say no more, Yugiri. Say no more. I observed how you helped Serena, to whom I am deeply indebted. For that and for the aid you provided my people, you have my deepest gratitude.
Okay. Those rocks kind of look like fingertips. A little disturbing. This is Final Fantasy, it could be.
Nor your character. It would be my honor to fight by your side. So, what of Doma? Arise, my friends, and tell me of our home. I have made my decision. Yugiri, I bid you return to Yansha and take charge of our forces in preparation for my homecoming. As for our esteemed guests, I would ask that you remain here with me. I sense you will be a great help in the coming days.
Your will is my command, my lord, but how much longer do you intend to stay?
Oh, only until I have won the contest? I mean to return at the head of the Zayla army.
Nice. That's a good plan, actually.
You mean to participate in the Narden?
Have you a better idea? Consider how soundly we were defeated before. The Imperials may have since grown weaker, but we are weaker still. 'Twould be folly to challenge them without first supplementing our forces, so yes, I intend to win the Narden and enlist the aid of every able-bodied Zayla I can. Furthermore, by championing the Mole in the contest, I can at last repay their kindness. Lest you forget they saved me from certain death, and a man who suffers such debts to go unpaid is without honor and unfit to lead.
Just so, just so. Our Lord has spoken, Yugiri. But take heart, I shall keep him safe. And should it come to it, bring him back by force.
This is no laughing matter, Gosetsu. But if these are my orders, very well. Once more I place my faith in you. Pray look after them both.
Looks like it's up to us then. Though it does seem a bit risky. Isn't Hien meant to be the next king of Doma or something?
So they say, though in truth I am but a pale reflection of my late father. All the more reason to entreat your assistance. For ours is an impossible dream. To set in motion a revolution that will rattle the very firmament and shake off the yoke of the most powerful empire in the world.
Okay. Helheim Gilded was it? Once again, allow me to thank you for your many deeds in service to Doma. For 25 years did my father rule in name only. My rule, if one would dang call it that, has been not in comparison. That changes now. We have a purpose and a plan, and after we take to this battlefield together, we will have victory as well. You are a practical woman, I can tell. Disinclined to trust in words when actions speak truer. I can relate. So, you two have heard of the Nadam, the great battle for supremacy of the steppe. I learned of it during my stay with the mole. To my knowledge, no foreigners have ever participated, much less triumphed in the Nadam, but lack of precedent notwithstanding, I should think we have a good standing to bid them march with us to Doma should we win. Will they even permit us to fight, my lord? We belong to no tribe of the steppe. We are not without options, given what Serena has told me. You see, in accordance with the gods' wishes, her people shall participate in the coming Nadam. And when they take the field, I mean for us to fight alongside them as fellow warriors of the mole. But we need not discuss this at length here. Come, let us head north to Mole Illo, where Serena and her people have made camp for the season. Okay. Excuse me? I see the edge of the map. Okay, I was like, how are we gonna get over that? You're not. Gotcha. Dawn Throne. Nice. Somewhere. Aha. More. Right up there. Probably above us, right? Bridge of the Hyrule Warriors. Hyrule Warriors? Wait, what? Really? Is that like a Zelda reference? close. Up in there, maybe. Let's try and get down there. See if we can get into this place. Bridge of the Hyrule Warriors. No, you get in there yet? All right. Well, let's not worry about it. Oh, someone voted in your poll. No longer tied. Resident Evil is winning. I saw that. But it's not tied. Resident Evil's winning. For now, that's true. There could be more votes. Or you could end up playing Resident Evil. It'll be interesting to see you play Resident Evil because, like, you've played Resident Evil, so like you'll actually like understand what the remake is remaking, you know? Right, you didn't play it on my stream, but you played it. You played it on your stream, yeah. My friend, I give you Mol Elo, the cartoon of the tribe, Timaloon, resides in the largest yurt. We should go and make our introductions. So, like, if Hingen was Japan and Doma was, like, in China, now that we're heading up into, like, the mountains and yurts and stuff, or we're heading to, like, the Himalayas in like Nepal or something, like what is, you know what I mean? Mongolia. That's true. We got the nomadic horse tribes or whatever. That's fair. At last, the traveler comes. Like the Huns.
Tamarun Hatun, Sirina, I am returned.
Ah, you found each other.
Ours is the soil, Hien. The Domans, and the Eorzeans too.
You know us?
The gods know you, child. As do the stars in the heavens, which shone bright at your coming.
The mole hearkened to the whispers of the elder gods, which guide us in our daily lives. We know them through the Utun, like my grandmother.
They listen to the whispers of the elder gods like Cthulhu? What?
Hatun, I am come to beg a boon of you and yours. That I might liberate my homeland, I seek to rally the strength of the steppe. To that end, I wish to fight in the Nardum as a warrior of the Maw. Will you grant me this honor?
To stand with the mole is fruitless. Hien, do not do this. The gods may have willed that our tribe join in the Nardum, but there is no path to victory. We are weak and our numbers few. Even with your help, it would be impossible.
But what if the warrior of light helped?
I thank you for your concern, Sirina. But it is precisely because of the seeming hopelessness of your cause that we must needs cast our lot with you. Were we to join hands with a more favored tribe, our victory would inevitably be attributed to them, and no one would follow me to Doma.
'Twas the gods' will that we fight. Mayhap this too is their design. Hear me then. As Hartun of them all, I invite you all to join with us in the Nardum. Will you look after them?
Come with me, friends. There is much I would show you.
You... wait. I would have words. A singular radiance, shimmering, like a jewel of the Dusk Mother, blinding in its brilliance. Stars flicker and flock to you. Before such gathered light, even the secrets of the gods may be laid bare. Some are fated to rise in grace and glory. Others to falter and fade, though not from memory. Both will be your strength and salvation come the end. Cherish the stars and the light they bring you in the dark. For you are a traveler, are you not?
Okay. Thank you all for coming and for offering to fight with us in the Nadam. Though I still fear our chances grim. I am grateful for your assistance. To be recognized as warriors of the Mall, there is a trial you must overcome. But before we speak of such things, there is another, more pressing matter. Level 67. Alright, 1 sec, guys. All right. My friends, I must warn you. The path upon which you embark is fraught with peril. You will journey into far reaches of the steppe to confront a terrible foe, as did the warrior Bardam in days of yore. 3 days he battled with the demon ere he returned to his people. So it is written, and so it must be. Many who follow in his footsteps perish, lacking in the strength of body and mind. Therefore, we must treat you to a great feast. I wonder if how other people are going to take to foreigners participating in the Dom. Although, I mean, don't look like a foreigner, but the game probably isn't going to recognize that. Have I said something strange? The hungry fox starves staring at the bull's testicles? Therefore, warriors should be well fed on the eve of battle. The hungry fox starves staring at the bull's testicles. Just saying. She does have a point. You've been keeping busy in my absence. A brief repast may be in order, lest we collapse in fatigue and malnourishment in the midst of our trial. Yes, just so. However, it will take time to prepare. Is there anything we can do for help? It might also give us a chance to learn more of our people and their ways. Well, if you insist, I am sure that others would be glad of your assistance. Would you go and speak with Dorbay, Elise? As for you three, you can help me with another task. For today's feast, the gods decreed that we lure Gulo Gulo to slaughter them with their entrails. Perhaps you could be the ones to do this. That your people look to the gods for guidance, I understand. But in your daily meals, I say your grandmother must be quite busy. And some days more than others, but every night we come together around the cook fire. Even babes must earn their keep on the steppe. Give over the entrails, Serena. We will bring you a bounty of meat. I like my new boots. They look pretty good. I want to get an outfit to match that. Hopefully that's what the quests are going to start giving us. This all black up thing that we got going on is like, yeah. A word of advice: our quarries want to avoid the Zala, for their settlements, but is fond of flowing waters. A thought occurs to me: how about we make a game of it, Elheim? I have 6 bags of entrails, which we may lure our Gulo Gulo. 3 for you and 3 for me. Whoever returns with the greater portion shall be declared the winner. What say you? It is settled. Gosetsu will stand as witness. Let the games begin. Okay. Nimnock the Devil. Look at this dude. Watchtowers of the mall. Unlikely they will venture this close. No. There's somewhere else I can put? There is. They like flowing water. Let's go near the flowing water. Man, traversing this kind of terrain can kind of suck without flight. Gonna be a lot of like back and forth as you try and find passageways up these hills. Are any of these spots actually beside water? I mean, we don't know of any water. Still keep looking around a little bit. What is this? Also, the crooked coin. That's interesting looking. Huh. I guess we'll try this one. One of the harder ones to get to, at least. Isolated far away from there, maybe mini gold. Okay. Yep, let's do it. Hello. We got some extra people in this fight that we did not want. We defeated the quest objectives before we died, at least. These guys are the problem. Oh my god, we're going back to Old Da. Good lord. The quest monsters aren't that bad, it's the other crap that got sucked into it. Oh my god, I mean, reunion's the nearest thing. Alright, let's get back out there. This time we clear the area before we lay down the trap to lure in the monsters. It's nice that we have so much range on our AoE until there's monsters we don't want to be in the fight nearby. Oh really? Is it restricted because of new patch? Oh, maintenance tonight? Really? Oh. Yes. Nope, it's not doing the thing. There may be many lurking nearby. Use the entrails. Yes, and it's not actually popping up. Oh, I have chat open. That is the problem. No? What's saying link? Why do I still have 3 too? Like, it's because I died in the middle of it or something? I should. Oh wait. Oh, the 3 is what I gathered. The 2 is the actual thing. I'm being dumb. Okay. Okay. Yeah, I was messing it up. Ooh, is there a river here? You said they like to be near water, right? Here we go. Oh. Gotcha. Well, I'm sure they'll get it worked out. Here we go. Ah, use all your bait. In that case, let's see the fruits of your labor. Oh, it would seem that at the very least you are the faster hunter. But speed is not everything. For my part, I slew 6 Gulu Gulu. Well, we win. Aye, that you have, my lord. As for Elheim, the meat of 8 Gulu Gulu did she bring. A fine day's work, and undeniably the greater portion. Ha! Ah, I lost it, and how confident I was in my chances. Nevertheless, it is a testament to your skills as a hunter and a warrior. How fortunate I am to count one so talented among my allies. And with that, our game is concluded. Let us return to Mall Elo for forthwith, and let us have Elheim present the meat to Serena. Mayhap you are unfamiliar with traditional Zala cuisine. Let not its appearance deceive you. It is quite hearty and nourishing. Were it not so, I doubt they could have nursed me back to health. They should have seen the state I was in. You are returned to Elheim. How was your hunt? My word, this is impressive. Or were you so hungry that you felt the need to kill so many? Well, I shall endeavor not to disappoint you with my cooking. It will be a little while before the meal is ready. If you and Lise would like to fill the time, perhaps you could assist Torbay? He has many responsibilities and would welcome your help, nor would you regret making his acquaintance, for he is liked and respected by all. You may find him on the other yurt taking stock of our supplies. one of the newcomers. Welcome. I spoke with Lise. I bade her help the children gather fuel for the cook fires. I trust it'll be a good experience for all. For you too, perhaps. Seek them in the south across the bridge. Picking more burrows. Oh, Elheim, are you here to help too? Great, so I suppose Dorbay told you that the children and I are gathering fuel for the fires, did he? It'll need to be dried before we can burn. Of course, you do understand what we're here for, right? Only some people can be a bit squeamish about this sort of stuff. Then again, you've never minded getting your hands dirty, have you? Anyway, we're trying to get 4 piles each. Good luck. I'll keep an eye on the children while you're at it. Gathering dung, huh? Good old poop quest. Boisterous mom boy. Okay. Well, have you found your share yet? Here's your poop. Good work. I hope you took time to talk to the children while you were at it. No. Lise, look how much dung we have. Wow, I'm impressed. I thought we'd gathered a lot, but it looks like we'll have to admit defeat. Dorbay will be so happy that we found enough. Not just Dorbay, now we can continue making cheese. Not that I was worried. It was just easier when we were living near that forest, but dung works just as well as wood. I heard the mall move from place to place, that the gods tell you where to go, and that must be hard on you all. Hard? I don't understand. Why is it hard? Is it better for the animal? It is better for the animals to move. To have more food to eat and land to roam, to stay in one place is harder, no? From the heavens comes the rain, which nourishes the soil. From the soil comes the grass, which nourishes the beast. And from the beast comes the flesh, which nourishes the Zela. Ours is the soil of one and all. But you Westerners are like the Domans. You live in the same place in villages, and all the villages in one place are part of a nation, yes? Ian talks about nations sometimes. When he was injured, he spoke of Doma in his sleep, but I did not understand his words. Whenever I ask him about Doma, he just smiles and looks to the south. It reminds me of my mother when she waits for my father to return from a long journey, but Ian will not wait any longer, will he? Because you came for him, to take him back, because his nation is more important. I'm not sure how to answer this. A nation is a place, I suppose. A place and the people in it, and maybe the things too. But more than that, it's the history, the traditions, the words, the stories we tell ourselves and our children, everything that came before and everything that comes after. The place we were born is part of who we are. We carry it with us no matter where we go. Whoever, whatever we become, that part remains. A link to our fathers and their fathers before them. It's not important to everyone, I suppose, and that's fine, but it's important to Hien and to me. Some call the Mauls fools for listening to the elder gods, but it is our way, our pride, our nation. Something like that. It's something precious that you and the others share and that no one can ever take from you. We can talk more about it later. It's time to go home. Dorbei is waiting. I'll stay with the children. When I go and let Serena know that how we got on. Okay. Oh sure, make me carry all the dung. Welcome back, Elheim. Did you speak with Dorbei? Well, well. And you'll forgive me if I ask you to wash your hands. I shall pour you a cup of tea in the meantime. The meal is almost ready, so we should summon Hien and Goat Setsu. Look at my horse. My horse is amazing. Right? How's it going, Placebo?
She needed the rest. To come so far and carry so much.
Doing pretty good.
Hien and his friend, too. Strange that they should vanish so soon.
Working our way through the Stormblood main story. Been doing a lot of XCOM the last 2 days. Kind of fell into like an XCOM hole this week.
Not troubled by your old wounds, I see.
Nor you by yours. I know I should have fled with the others after Father died, instead of blindly fighting on. It was reckless and foolish, and there was naught to be gained from it. Everything to lose, rather.
We know no path save the one we walk. I myself am in no hurry to meet those who have gone before. Not while I have still to make amends.
Well said.
You are none the worse for your time in the wilderness. On the contrary, I would say you have improved.
Come now, your victories still far exceed mine. Or have you forgotten all the times you trounced me as a boy?
I feared I would not see you again.
A life so fortuitously saved should be spent wisely. Without regret, would I have traded it for our people's amnesty had it been their will. Instead, they have called for the sword, and so that is what I must be. Until this blade is broken, I can but carve a path forward. Were you truly so concerned for my well-being? You never showed it when we used to spar.
How you cried when you lost, and when your mother tried to comfort you, and when you inevitably came at me once more, swinging your wooden sword wildly. Mina's little Master Shun. What a fine young man you've become.
A man should not be addressed by his childhood name. I've told you about that before. Ah, the mask slips. And I was so close to cultivating a winning persona.
There will be opportunity enough for putting on airs after you have returned in triumph to Doma. Now is the time to show our true character.
Those boots are rocking. No secrets between comrades, eh?
Quite right. Which makes me think you should join us next time. I dare say you have a secret or two of your own to share.
All right. Well, my friends, I, for one, am full of vim and vigor. I trust you feel the same. Then what better time than now to undertake our trial and become full-fledged warriors of the Maul? Gladiator, Marauder, Dark Knight, Samurai. Thanks, Tetley. Yeah, that was last night. Pugilist, Lancer, Rogue. We got a shield there. Now then, Serena, if you would tell us of the trial we must undertake that we might participate in the Nadam. Ah yes, as I mentioned before, to be recognized as warriors of the steppe, one must follow in the footsteps of the legendary warrior Bardam. He embarked on a great pilgrimage, eschewing cart and horse, and walked for many malms until he came to a holy place, thereafter named Bardam's Meadow. And there at the altar did he... Oh. Okay, stop. The altar lies deep within the breeding grounds of the Yol. To complete your trial, you must tame one. And only then will your trial be complete. Oh, also... we've got a poll going for Deadshire's next game she's going to play after she finishes Bioshock Infinite this weekend. If you haven't already voted, it's pretty close. Fair enough. And where is the entrance to Bardam's Meadow? You must journey far, far to the west, beyond Chakazol, where lie the bones of a great and wise woman. Beyond the ruins of Sail Ain, hidden within the mountains is a narrow pass. Follow it and you will come to Bardam's Meadow. Sounds to me like it'll be a trial just to get to the trial. More than you may know, on the eve of the Nadam, many strive to improve their fortunes, some by abducting and enslaving the warriors of other tribes. Be ever mindful of your surroundings, lest you be taken as well. What grim expressions you wear while nodding so powerfully. Warriors such as you are not like to fall en route to a mere rite of passage. We shall proceed with all due caution, yes, but let's not worry over much. We will overcome this trial and the next, until we stand triumphant. That is all there is to it, no? With me, my friends, to the west, to Bardam's Meadow. Wait, Hien! Oh dear, I knew I would forget. Here, take these whistles. Once tamed, your yawl will hearken to their call. New mount? Thanks. We'll try them out once we finish the trial. Let's catch up with Hien and Gosetsu. Okay. Oh wow, is our weapon thing full? It is, isn't it? Alright, 1 second. And get rid of these blue ones. Clear out our inventory again soon. We still have a long way to go, but I think I can see the monuments Serena talked about. I don't see Hien or Gosetsu though, so we should hurry. A trial before the trial. I'm sure we'll get attacked on the way. It'll be fun. Let's see. Is this where we're going? Bardam's Meadow is a dungeon! We're heading for a dungeon. Sweet. Like we got ourselves a 4-man on in our future. Hey, I don't know about you, but I can't shake the feeling someone's been watching us. Serena did warn us about the tribes that kidnap warriors and make them fight for them. Something tells me we're about to meet them. Hey, Deathly Placebo. Thanks for the gifted sub. Alright, let's get attacked. Gotta head off. You can drop something. Oh, well, thanks for that, man. Thanks for stopping by. Always happy to see you, man. Have a nice night. Did we just pass one? There's more in these cliffs right here. There's a... Yeah, maybe up here? We have to go around. Oh, I bet I know exactly where it is. We came up here for that other quest, but we didn't go all the way around, and I bet you if you do go all the way around, we'll find an Aether Current. We cut across here? sprites. So many wind sprites. I swear they put wind sprites near aether currents on purpose just to confuse you. Southwest. Oh. Really? Back down on the ground, actually. Oh, it's there. Shit. Is there a way back up? We go all the way back around again? Really? Ugh. Well, that's annoying. Oh, nope, I do this. Haha. Okay. Ow. That's the one that's in there that we can't get to. Alright, let's keep going. A bunch of them, alright. Ah, there you are. As you can see, they left us a little choice. Gather, you were forced to dispatch a few yourself, so it goes. A few less warriors to face in the Nadam, eh? Seal Ain is not much farther. That said, I should be surprised if our would-be masters do not try to subdue us one final time. Okay. You're getting close. Are these enemies? They are. They're like tiny little demon walls or something. Okay. Right, this must be the pass that leads to Bardam's Medal. Perhaps you do not hail from these lands, but your forefathers did. You do them honor to carry on their legacy this day. In the footsteps of Bardam the Brave. Get a whistle for a new mount. And a new chest piece. Not for our class, though. Nothing left but to begin, then. To complete the trial, we must each pass through Bardam's Medal and tame a Yull. How precisely we are to do this, I'm not sure, but since countless warriors before us have succeeded, I imagine we'll muddle through it somehow. But enough talk. We have a Nadam to win. Okay. Yay, new thing. Let's see. Okay. Everybody ready? It's right here somewhere. Oh. He says he's ready, I believe him. Alright, let's go. You gotta put check on there. Okay. That was super quick. Alright. What kind of dungeon do we have here? Very open dungeon. You and me are friends. Me dancing. Incoming. Well, it's like it makes it like there's still walls to lead you around, but it feels like an outside dungeon, you know? It's kind of cool. boss. Hey, it's Garula. Straight out of Final Fantasy V. A lot of Final Fantasy V vibes from this expansion. You get an arrow line, tether it to the boss, run as far away as possible, okay? Well, the new guy isn't listening. Curl coming into the fight? Okay. Oh no, he went the wrong way. Shit. I don't know why I dashed towards the boss. Trying to dash out of the little zone there. Unfortunate. Nice. Alright. We're fighting Hammer Dude. Oh. Looks interesting. What are we? Oh, I see. What does the X's mean? We failed? Chained up. First trial overcome. Oh, we're not even fighting him. Alright. This is literally just a mechanics fight. Interesting. Oh, God. Well, that sucks. The hell? It didn't let me move. Oh my God. It's just holding me down now. When do I get to move again? I'm just out for the rest of this part of the trial, I guess. It's all up to you. Oh, here we go. Second trial overcome. Alright. Looming shadow. Okay. Well, I wasn't good at that. That's interesting. You don't fight him. You literally just do the mechanics. That's kind of cool. I like that a lot, actually. Need practice. Apparently, I do. Yeah. Apparently, I need to work on it quite a bit. Yeah, they seem like standard mechanics. I just sucked at them. And they're like, why are you criticizing this random guy so much? nice, 70. Oh shit. Oh shit. Yeah. Oops. Oops. Me and the tank went down there. Oh shit, Nova's down again. What do we have here? All right. Unbreaker. What do we have here? Yo! Okay. Some bird dude. Mount time. Oh. Mount? I don't skip content, by the way, to avoid hard fights. The only fights we've avoided are ones that we didn't have an easy way to get a group for. And nothing to do with them being hard. confused. I can't. Confusion sucks. There we go. God, it's so hard to dodge all the mechanics, and then suddenly I just am confused. Stand in them. What the hell? You can attack the individual wings now? Or the guy uses limit break, or okay. Hey Flaps, how's it going? Artem's Medal was a cool dungeon, but now it is completed. Welcome to the stream, Flaps. No party members. They're confused because I messed up a mechanic. No! What'd I do? Had a glowing red eye on it that meant look away. Oh. Yeah, I missed that one. I will definitely say, WoW has all these mechanics, but they don't come at you quite as fast and furious. I think Final Fantasy is harder. At least technically. Like, I don't know necessarily like damage wise or staying alive or actual difficulty of beating the fight, but I mean like the actual like performance of mechanics is a little bit harder, I think. I should have known you'd be the first to make it through. Yeah, I missed the glowing red eye thing completely the whole time. I didn't even see it. I'm assuming you have no trouble. Good, good. I managed somehow, as you may have guessed. I've never been a big raider outside of like a little while in WoW. So like, I'm just very inexperienced when it comes to that kind of thing. I'm assuming you had no trouble. Good, good. I managed to, yeah, I already said that. Looks like Hein and Gosetsu are still there, though. Nothing for it but to wait then. All right. Going to want to start paying more attention to bosses while fighting, and more mechanics will start to be indicated by the boss model in addition to the markers. Okay. Scaps. The boss could raise his fist a few seconds before the AoE marker appears. That's good to know. Up there, look. I think that means we've won them over. That one there is yours, right? The other one is mine. Aw. So that's that then. We're officially warriors of the steppe. And we got a new mount. To the Dragoon gear, I guess. Eventually the AoE markers will disappear and you'll need to know the boss's tells in Shadowbringers. Holy crap, okay. Well, obviously I don't know that because I mean I'm like first time and all this stuff without any advanced knowledge, but we'll get there. Ooh, new body gear. Let's see. There we go. Along with our other stuff. Yeah, see this I like this set that we're building here. A lot better than the all black one. This is actual dancer gear. Well, dancer bard mechanist, but still. You don't think they... No, of course not. Hien and Gosetsu will come out any minute now. I suppose we could chat a bit while we wait. Oh, so the other day I said to Alize, I said... our quest to listen to Lys gossip for a while. Azim's step gear looks great. Yeah, I like it. I didn't like the Yangsha gear that much.
Mission accomplished. Everything still in one piece?
More or less, aye. That mountainous monstrosity came as quite a surprise. Who knew that the steppe held such secrets?
I see the two of you emerged similarly unscathed. Well then, by my reckoning, there is naught left to prevent us from taking part in the Nardam.
I don't think there were other mechanics I was confused about. I'm not even confused about the eye turn around thing. I'm just not used to looking out for it, so I just completely missed it. Like, had I noticed the eye, I know what that means. I just didn't even notice it. It was just a lot at once, and I was like hyper focused on all the marks on the ground, and I didn't look at the boss that much.
Yea, you who have walked Barden's metal, newborn warriors of the steppe, our Khan demands an audience. You will come.
I remember those clothes. He's Oronir, isn't he? What should we do?
Ordinarily, I would politely decline, but this may be an opportunity to assess their strength. And we do have some time before the Nardam begins. If it all goes to plan, they will be fighting for us soon enough. What say you? Shall we go and greet our comrades-to-be?
Why not?
Whatever happens, we shouldn't keep Cyrano and the others waiting. Let's be ready to make a swift exit, all right?
We accept Johan's generous invitation. Lead the way.
We could try, sure.
Two banners. So it's not just Oronir we're dealing with.
I think one part of my trouble right now is actually the fact that I'm playing Dancer, which is so weird, but like, with Dancer, there's so many procs. I find myself looking at my bar more than I normally do because I'm looking to see if those abilities procced, so I know what button to hit, you know?
Most radiant Brother Magni, we have brought the ones you seek.
I think Dancer is really good at dealing with mechanics because they can move constantly, but they're actually bad at mechanics because they're distracted by their own bar, you know? Like if I were playing WoW, I wouldn't have that problem because I would set up like weak auras to like have something show up on the screen more obvious, so I wouldn't have to look at the bar at all. Like some kind of graphic on the center of the screen or something to tell me when I have a proc, so I wouldn't be looking down there, and I could just focus on the mechanics of the fight. But I don't have an add-on like that here. Yeah, Dancer is like so many procs. Like I've never seen a class with this many procs. It's like that's their whole thing.
As warriors of the Mole, you were the Khan here, yes? Why have you summoned us? May
Bard is
to
worse,
propose
wow.
a joint endeavor?
Nay, Doman, we shall not speak as equals. Born of the sun are Orenir, and born of the earth are you. When I learned of trespassers, I bade my warriors take their measure, to flay them if they failed. But if by the grace of Azim they should survive their trials and emerge anointed, then bring them hither to pay tribute. Tribute, should it prove satisfactory, shall earn you the favor of the sun. His beloved shall bask in his radiance, and their supplications be duly considered.
So you want us to bow down and serve you? What if we don't feel like it?
The defiant will suffer in shadow. It would be an affront to the resplendent Azim himself to refuse this generous offer when by rights you should be condemned. But in lieu of tribute, swear fealty to the sun. Pledge to him your body and soul. Promise to serve him unto death, and you may know his glory. A generous offer granted to but few, though perchance this is too merciful.
Interesting axe he's got there.
It seems our brothers of the Boudica want you. The men only. Like the Borlak and women. Though you know them not either, I'm sure. No matter. All you need know is that you will serve one way or another.
That much does indeed seem plain. However, as we are but newborn warriors who know little of your customs, we struggle to conceive of ways in which we might be of service to the most gracious and illustrious sun.
You make mock of us, Doman. Do not do so again. You will be given a task. It will be difficult. You will carry it out. When you have accepted this, you may ask me what it is.
Facial rigging improve? Yeah. Okay, well. I might take offense. But I know better than to dismiss a woman outright. You demonstrated boldness or recklessness. Time will tell. The Nadam approaches and the Oronir will reign supreme once more. Such is the will of Father Azib. Yet only fools think to triumph by the grace of the gods alone, and we are not fools. Your task will be to aid us in our preparations. Batu will tell you the rest. Looking good. Get in here. Yeah. You gotta get the rest of the outfit, but already a big improvement. Gotta fix this hat. Labors of the Magni. We are in the thing in the middle now. I wonder if we can get to wherever that Aether current was in here. I'll be right back. Aha, there it is. Northwest. Okay. Go into the Aether Current quest there. Well, have we moved into the level 65? Or no, we've been 65. Level 66 quests yet? We have. So we started out tonight at like 64. We've gone through like 2 levels of the main story tonight, I think. Yeah, I think we did. I think we were at 64 when we started. So, not bad. This might be a good place to stop, like story-wise, though. It seems like a midway point between 2 little mini arcs, you know? We just finished a dungeon. So I think this is probably a good place to stop Final Fantasy for tonight. But we don't need to stop streaming. We can play something else. I'll be right back. Don't go anywhere.